Welcome back to TeaGIF. Y'all are hilarious. Okay. Anyways, let's get into this tea. NeNe Leakes, the former star of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, is suing the production company that produces the show, NBC Universal, Bravo Network, and Andy Cohen for allegedly fostering a toxic and racist work environment during her 7 seasons on the show. In the suit, Leakes says she complained to executives about years of racist remarks by former co-star Kim Zolciak Biermann, who allegedly called Leakes a roach her home a roach nest, and once said on the show, "I don't want to sit around with NeNe and eat chicken," although it was a barbecue. Okay. The suit also implied that Kim falsely claimed Leakes used drugs and called fellow Black housewife Candy Burris' neighborhood the ghetto. And Leakes alleges that Kim used the N-word in reference to Leakes and other castmates after an argument. Okay, these allegations are pretty serious. And let's get into this. Do you think NeNe has a chance of winning her case? Al, I know that's your friend. Let's get into that. And I know, Q, you made a video about this. So let's talk about this. Al, what do you think about this?
Well, NeNe is my sister, and I'm going to support her in whatever she does. The same, just like she's taking on one of the largest franchises and networks and television, is the same way I took on one of the largest financial firms in the world with a racial discrimination case, which was the largest in the history of civil rights. And you see how it turned out for me, which was very positive. So I only wish NeNe the best in this, because racial discrimination is very, what I want to say, personal. And until you've been a victim of it, you really don't understand it, especially at the workplace, and especially if it's a hostile work environment.
Q, what do you think? I saw your video.
So let me start off by saying this. If the woman has a legitimate case, I want her to have it. If legitimate racist things have happened to her, not racist incidents that you've now reverse engineered to fit the narrative that you're trying to paint because you're mad. But if racist things truly did happen to you, then I want you to get everything that comes along with this. But I just have a couple questions. When did they get racist? Was it before you got rich or after you got rich? Did they get racist after you fell out with Bravo Andy? Or were they racist when you planned his baby shower and you were in his good graces? It would seem to me that I was part of an ensemble cast, and if me, you, and Al, if I felt as if one of you were racist and we worked together, I could assure you every day that we came to work, I would not be talking to you. I'd probably be cussing your ass out by the water cooler every time I saw you. I read certain parts of the thing that said, Kim did this, Kim did that, Kim did this, Kim did that. But you kept going back and being friends with Kim. You and Kim just did a live last year, and now you're using her as one of the mainstays of the racism that you're saying that they fostered and facilitated. So for me, it's feeling as if you did not get your way. Things didn't go the way you want, and now you want to reverse engineer these incidences and paste them together to create racism. Listen, anytime you work, 20 seconds and I'm done. Anytime you work for an all-white corporate establishment, there is always going to be some level of racial bias, so on and so forth. We as Black people, we've come to know that in the workplace. But seeing how NeNe left Housewives, it just feels a little odd that now all of a sudden you've experienced so much racism.
So I'm gonna coattail on that, Q. They said that the same thing about us African-American bankers who joined the lawsuit and actually won the $160 million. And they said to us, why all of a sudden now, after you've made your millions, are you joining this lawsuit and you're now suing? This is the deal. When you're in the process of being discriminated against and you're making good money, that you're helping your family out, you're helping to pay for your mother's house, you're helping to put your kids through school, you're getting a house, you helping a village, you are just trying to make money to make life better. And you are still experiencing the racism. You've got to eat, your family's got to eat, your kids got to eat. And she did it in such a big way, and her career just exploded. You can't just step out of that after making millions of dollars and say, hey, it is racism and I got to stop. You got to think about all the mouths you feed, all the people that you touch and you help. So it's not that easy to say, oh, I'm being racist, they're being racist toward me and I'm going to throw a flag in. You have to really think about how that's going to affect you, your family, your kids, your community. It's not as simple as you're making it out to be. Even though in the entertainment world, it can look like that. I think the reason why I'm triggered here is because that's the same thing they said to us at trial. And it was beyond hurtful to hear people say that all of a sudden now we're trying to do a money grab. That's not fair.
Al, I relate because I also had to sue a network one time. I had to sue a major production company. They settled with me out of court because I had a very slam dunk case. I had evidence. I had witnesses. I had a clear timeline. You saw a day that I put in a complaint and it wasn't 11 years later. I will say this. I am a person that supports people that comes out. Like whenever you come out is when you come out. But what's going to hurt her, and again, I don't have any hatred to this woman. I really don't. I just want to talk about this as a news story. To take me and our history on the show so many years ago out of it. I just want to be able to speak freely about this. Mm-hmm. I think she's going to have a tough time with the very person that you say did the most offensive things to you is not named in the lawsuit, number one. Number two, there was many, many incidents of y'all kikiing and being cool and you're showing so much love for each other. I think when someone called me a nigga, the N-word, and was racist towards me, that would be the end of any kind of amicable relationship. So I hope that she has a lot more to back this than what we're hearing, because what we're hearing right now makes for a very weak case, and it's going to give the optics of sour grapes. Right. Again, I don't know the specifics. I heard it's like an 87-page complaint, and I know better than to just assume based on a couple headlines. But I will say this: if it's just that, I think it's going to be a very steep mountain to climb. But again, I had a discrimination case and a sexual harassment case and a retaliation case before. So I get it. I know how it goes. I do know the games that networks play, but you won't catch me with the man that grabbed my butt and said all kinds of things about us and called us cunts. Mm-hmm. We're not going to be on live kikiing together. So I hope that what she has for her sake is more powerful than what we've been able to hear so far. And I'm just, okay. All right. I think, okay, good conversation.